guys, I just received this download as I'm writing my list to go to the store. But you all, I am getting an energy. This is also going to be a blackout, by the way. But I am getting an energy that there are a multitude of people that are currently talking about, like, they're having entire conversations within a family network, within a community, at work, what have you, and they're saying things such as, oh, so and so ain't gonna do that, the divine feminine's not gonna do that, oh, the divine masculine isn't gonna do that, oh, they're not capable of that, they're not this, they're not that, oh, what about this? Like this is the active conversation that I'm sensing, and that I'm intuitively being nudged to tell y'all, this is what's happening. Especially for those of you who are currently moving in silence. A lot of people don't know what you're up to. They can try to stalk, they can try to go behind the scenes, and they can try to, pull whatever ploy they feel that they have to deplete their energy towards, instead of focusing on themselves, right? Focusing on, how they can get out of such spirit, how they can break free of such bondage. But that's neither here nor there. You're sitting back silently planning, so they don't know. I've spoken about this in prior readings as well. They don't know where to present day poke at, where to prod at. Okay. And the crazy part is, whatever you're doing, okay, is your business. All right. I'm here. You're not killing anyone. You're not stealing from nobody. You're not robbing nobody. You're not trying to hurt anybody. None of that. These people, I'm getting an energy they are incredibly judgmental as well. This could be somebody's fake ass family. It's they have so much to say about either, some choices that you've made, or what you do for work, your spirituality. They have so much to say about who you are as a person overall, but yet they only negatively contributed and impacted you. But yet there's no discussion upon that. All of that is kept secret in the ways in which they negatively contributed to and impacted you. But there's no conversation about that, collective. These people have so much to say, so much criticism that they can throw and spew your way. But yet it's cricket sounds when it comes to, I wonder how they were shaped in those ways. I wonder who all contributed to this person's story. Okay? But just know, collective, they show ain't getting a piece of your glory. Okay? Because whoever these people are, I'm getting this could be your family, your relatives, either intermediate or just whether it's on your mother's side. These are estranged family members. These could be people on your father's side. It does not matter. First cousins, grandparents, uncles, aunties, just everybody got something to say. It's blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, and da, 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 da. But there's no talking on how they never once encouraged you. They never once encouraged you. Never once even set an example, laid out an example for you. But that's kept hidden. These people try to act like they're so oh, I'm innocent and I'm special and I've never done anything wrong in my life. But half the time, these people done worse than you. Collective. I don't know who needs to hear this, but these people have done worse than you. And it's not no battle about anyone's salvation and none of that. Because at the end of the day, that's between you and God. That's what these people don't fail to realize. Whatever you're going through is between you and God. Whatever. Sorry, you guys, I had to add something else to my list before I forget. I know, multitasking like a mofo. This neuro divergency ain't stopping a thing, baby. But we can multitask. But as I was saying, nobody can judge you but God. You feel me? And I just think it's funny how people got all this stuff to say. But where were you? Were you there for that person? Have you ever tried to speak life in that person? And I don't mean fake it. Don't fake and pretend and try to, act like you really speaking life in a person or act like you really care about somebody when you're running behind their back, talking mess about them, running behind their back, talking about the business that you think that you know, or the tea that you think you got on somebody or whatever. Like, people aren't genuine anymore, And I feel like that's exactly why a lot of you have cut so many people off. And they can feel that they've been cut off, And they want to act like and put out this illusion as though, something could be wrong with you, trying to make it seem like you're holding grudges for the ways in which they treated and shaped you. You're not holding grudges, but you have every right to tell your story, regardless of how it makes anyone feel, regardless of how it makes anyone look. Because I'm also getting, this is an energy that this is in connection to. Somebody is upset because of the fact that you could have recently talked about your testimony. People, they have all of these negative innuendos or these assumptions towards why a person has cut people off or why they choose to stay away from certain people. And they want to assume, it's jealousy, it's envy, because that person's better than them and they're just jealous. And no. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe, just maybe, that person may have afflicted, transgressed, violated, or caused harm upon a person that negatively shaped them cognitively, mentally, emotionally? People don't take any of that into account, even within ourselves, you all. That's why it's very important. Repentance is so important. All it would take, a conversation, repentance, really and truly asking for forgiveness. But these people, they don't got the wherewithal to do that. They don't have the courage to do that. They don't have the heart to do that, because then this destroys the facade. This destroys their image, And a lot of this is also inspired, and I wish Instagram would stop doing this shit. But apparently, you can see like people that are it's followed by other people that you used to follow or once was connected to or something, popping up on your IG feeds, like on your stories. And I'm just like, ew, what the fuck? I don't want to see that person. Like, I got triggered like a motherfucker. It happened a couple of times, actually. It was like some family members, a couple toxic ass, estranged, beat up ass ex-friends. I'm like, oh, hell no. Y'all had triggered me, but I'm finna talk about it. Because we got to get to the nitty gritty. We got to get to the reality of our whole selves. See, I'm not hiding. You feel me? I can tell my truth. I can tell my wrongs. I can be held accountable because I'm not perfect. But you see, none of that, I feel like, and I think that's another reason why we threaten and intimidate a lot of motherfuckers. Because they could never clean out that closet of theirs. But being that you have become this entertainment hub, this elite topic of discussion, might I add, in these people's miserly lives, though they make it appear as though it's something that it's not, externally. But see, you and I, we can live in our truth, the ugly truth. We can be messy. We can fall apart. We can allow people to see us at our lowest, in our darkest forms. And, as I continue this walk with the Most High, and as I continue to just unveil, heal, forgive, not for them, but for me, because I'm not holding any hate in my heart or resentment, because I did for a very long time in my life, and look where it got me. I have no more energy to deplete, to waste, none of that. But I am definitely taking my power back in terms of my chakras being balanced, my nervous system being exactly at the levels in which it should be, totally dismantling and alleviating and ridding my body, my cells of stressors and depressors, any triggers that's going to remind me of anything, anything negative, good, bad, whatever, that is a trigger to my psyche. So I know this, dang, I'm flowing right now. Like, I don't even know where this is coming from. Like, in terms of like, I don't know, this is getting, I don't know, it's kind of getting like on a site, like spiritually intertwining with psychological terms, but I don't know, just, or not really psychological terms, just like general health wise. Like, I feel like stress, man, stress is the definite biggest killer of this world. I'm telling you. But, you know, stay dangerous, stay selective, stay protective, and just know that you are always protected. And regardless of if people want to go on in the world and they want to create certain narratives and they want to trick themselves, allow them to. But deep down inside, everyone knows the truth. Just because you externally choose not to exude that doesn't mean that you don't know the truth between why you and other individuals, or, you know, why you ain't talking to your mama, why you ain't talking to your daddy, why you ain't talking, like, they know what it is. I hate when people just be wanting to play dumb. You know what you did. You know what you said. The fuck? That's just like with me. Like with anybody. If you hurt someone at any time, you know, you don't get to dictate their healing process. You don't get to dictate any of that. You know, you can't force a relationship or a connection when it's ingenuine as fuck. And I feel like you guys, man, I am so proud of y'all collective. For real. Because I've been really feeling these energy changing. Like these energies changing swiftly in my life. For real. Like the dynamic is slowly turning. You know. But I always knew this time would come. What goes up must come down. You know, the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. You know, it's our time to shine now. You know, we let the haters and naysayers have their little moments. And the crazy part is we never hated. That's the other thing. These same people that's like negatively conversating about us, we ain't never hated on them when whether they started businesses before we did, you know, whether they got cribs before we did, got cars, marriages, relationships, regardless of what it was that was presently lacking in our lives. For those of us genuine, empathetic souls out there that do not get threatened or intimidated by what the next man or woman has, you know? So you used to big these people up. You used to be incredibly proud of them. These, like I said, these could be your close relatives. You inspired, actually. Like, wow, that shows me that I can do it. But do you think these people encouraged you to do it? They had the connections. They knew where you were talented and gifted at. All it would have took was them just putting the bug in the right person's ear, and then boom. But see, the Most High God is also saying, like, at a time, we have to come to realize that maybe it wasn't supposed to go that way. It wasn't meant to happen in those ways. But it's crazy. They didn't want to push you, collective. They didn't want to push you to do greater. They was so comfortable with you playing small. They wanted to be the first to do this and the first to do that. But the whole time, the very one that was called for this whole lineage, for whatever sector in the world that you were in, because a lot of you, I'm also getting an energy. Spirit has been telling me, like, a lot of you, wherever you are, like you finna run that city or state. Like, you're gonna get a key to that city. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. Like, definitely break these energies down as it's coming out. But you are meant to do something, eradicate something. Like, that's the age of Aquarius. That's what's happening. That's what's unfolding. We have our roles. We've been marked at birth. All right? Chosen for greatness. Stamped by the Most High God. Flawed and all. These people wanted you to hide away because you got flaws, because you have imperfections, because you ain't perfect like they pretend to be. Ain't nobody finna waste all that damn energy trying to be somebody that they're not. You got no fucking time for that. Too much like being fucking stupid. But all in all, like I said, these people were threatened. They were threatened by those who came before you, and so on and so forth. You know, then it kind of pissed me off because one of the relatives pages that this is on my mom's side, but one of the relatives pages that I had got on, I had seen, because was able to log into my old Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, like my little cousin, like graduating high school now. And I'm like, oh, let me go see if they paid homage to grandma or paid homage to their auntie or paid homage to their cousin. Let me go just see. Nothing. Not even a fucking rest in peace, mom, or I miss you, no birthday shout out, no nothing. But I'm going to keep my mom and my grandmother's name alive till the day that I die. That shit pains me because they really left a legacy behind. But mama, I got you. Grandma, I got you. But I had to instantly get off that because I'm like, what the, I see why I basically don't even get on Instagram, or just that page. Because I'm just like, damn, no shout outs, no rest in peace, no, I miss you. Damn. It's like total existence. Completely wiped away from Earth. No remembrance, but I'm going to remember mine to the day that I die. But I don't know. I really like this kind of style of, like with the blackout reads. I got to figure out a cool little way to edit it to keep you all engaged. But I like these podcast style readings. This is just straight off the dome, y'all. I'm flowing. I had to pull out my voice recorder because, like I said, I was in the midst of writing a list for some of the things that I'm needing. I'm like, okay, Shyra, we're getting critical. Things are getting critical. We gotta only get the things you need. Don't overindulge. But yeah. I just want you guys to know, though, whoever can resonate with these energies that I'm touching on, like if you felt like you were overlooked in your family, just know that the tables have turned, okay? Everything has shifted, and you have to walk into this sublime and supreme energy that you carry. It's time for you to really walk in it. I don't know. I wanted to low-key say surprise. This is going to be a surprise. I'm telling you. You're going to surprise so many people. Especially those who felt like, you was never gonna rise again. But baby, you did the work that they're refusing to do. So really, you ahead of them. They may have the materialistic and worldly possessions. Maybe you finna have that in some. Spirit just said. I wish I could show y'all this little thing when my mom would just she would just basically disregard a person. She would just take her hand and she would just swipe it obviously I can't show you guys, but if you guys could kind of depict it that's you don't even give a fuck. You're just the fuck? That's what it's giving. But, regardless of anything though, just know that this is your time. I promise you, everything that you've wanted Like, you are not incapable. Like, these people had to do all that to keep you in long suffering, to contribute to it, to withhold the love, to withhold the support. None of these motherfuckers even checked on you. But watch when this wealth transfer, that first deposit, baby. A lot of y'all just recently got your first deposit. Don't say nothing. Shh. Hush. Hush. Because you don't owe a motherfucker nothing. Because was they there for you? I'll wait. All right. Let me get this edited, y'all. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all of the love, the support, the comments, the engagement. It really does mean so much to me on this divine timing We Are Rising journey. And into the next one, y'all. Peace.